How do I even start this reframing process? Looking at things, how God would see the situation. The first step is acknowledging your feelings. You need to acknowledge those feelings that you're having, but don't let them define you. That's exactly what Ariana was talking about when she's talking about this blemish. You can't ignore the blemish. The blemish is there, right? But that blemish doesn't define the bigger picture. That blemish is just a part of the picture. And it's through us and our relationship with God and leaning into Him and asking God, what is it that you need me to do in this situation, that He starts to work His magic and that blemish starts to become a very beautiful, integral piece of the bigger picture. Step two is to lean on scripture for encouragement. So what you want to do is you want to get in your word. What God has told us in His word is truth. Things that God has said in the Bible, the things that God has told us that He will do, the promises He's made and kept for us, those promises will be kept. And so as you're going through these experiences, lean on those promises. Familiarize yourself. What has God told me about this situation? What are the things that God has already shared with me in His word? Allow that to become a part of the experience. So not only are you reframing it, now you're starting to color that frame even more with the words that God has already told you. You're fortifying, you're strengthening it. You're putting the belief that this is true because God has already said it. And then the last step, and this is probably the hardest for all of us, you have to trust in God's timing of the process.